Hello my friends, it's Lisa. I'm back with another project share. The good news is it's a project share and it's a journal. We all love our journals, right? Yeah. The bad news is it's another Harry Potter journal. As you know, I do not like Harry Potter. I'm not really a fan. Well, I do like Harry Potter, but I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of JK, even though she is Scottish. But as we say in Scotland, everybody and their granny wants one of these Harry Potter books. As you know, I don't sell any of my stuff. I gift it to friends and family and colleagues at work. And I think this is the fourth Harry Potter book I've made because everybody else in the world loves Harry Potter except me. So I do apologise if you're getting a little bit fed up with seeing the same thing all the time. I will be back with an Outlander themed journal soon as I've got time to actually make it for myself. And I've been gathering lots of Scottish ephemera. I've been trawling the charity shops and eBay looking for antique stuff, old postcards, things like that, old music paper that I can put in my Outlander journal, gathering up photographs from the internet. And as you know, Outlander is shot in Scotland. I love Outlander, so I will be back with that one day. In the meantime, I made a Harry Potter journal for my friend, my very dear friend Gail, and she has now received it and she absolutely loved it. And that was my first hardcover book. You will find it in my videos. This was my second attempt where I was trying to do it for a second time, like really to get better and better each time. So I tried embossing this one. It didn't work out because I didn't leave long enough to let it dry. And as I added the cover, it all melted in. So I had to remove the cover and scrape all the embossing paste off it. So I've just left it plain. But this time I decorated with book corner protectors and I got a little embellishment, and this is actually from one of the Harry Potter books. Can't remember the one I got out the charity shop, but this is from a book page and I have really distressed it. I hope you can catch that because that just shows you how you can change a general book page into something that looks really old using your distressing ink pads. So that's why it's plain. These corners, they are my enemy. I have not had very much success when I've used these in the past. I have actually damaged covers on fully finished books by trying to get these little blighters on. But never mind, I think I managed it okay this time. So I keep getting little specks of glitter, and it's obviously coming from my craft space, but I don't know where from, but glitter gets everywhere. So it is completely plain, but it is a watered down black acrylic paint that has been painted onto the fabric, and it comes out a kind of charcoal colour. And just like my last book, I've used lots of different distressing inks to totally change it, make it look beaten, make it look old. You can see some tones of the mahogany coming through there, but that's it. I love how this feels. If you want to learn to make one of these, tune in to Zoe Tofield's YouTube channel and she will give you free tutorials. She does free tutorials on how to do the various bits of your journal, and she will show you exactly how to make this hardcover from scratch. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick flip through because you don't want to hear me yittering on the same stuff that I say every time I show you a Harry Potter book. But if you don't want to watch it, please don't leave me. I'm really chuffed that I'm being able to build up my subscribers, so thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate it so much, and I love reading all the comments. So if you don't want to see another book, you're getting a wee bit bored, just bear with me and we will have another project soon. So this is the Dreams Etc. kit, and here I've used I put this into my spray box where I do all my spraying, and it's came out lovely, old vintage. Tea dyed journal paper and a secret spot, some bits of ephemera. I think this one's from Dreams Etc. You've seen all this before. I'm not going to tell you how I make it look even older than what it looks when you print it. Some tags which I have backed with tea dyed paper just to keep the old theme going. They were from the Ivy Shutters kit. I think it's Ivy Shutters. And this is a Harry Potter page. Plain paper here. Another, I think, Ivy Shutters. I'll just stop saying this is Ivy Shutters or this is Dreams Etc. You will find these beautiful kits on Etsy, and there are YouTube channels as well that you can check it out. So these are a Nick the Booksmith inspiration where she gets metal tabs, and I managed to find some of them on eBay, so I've added them to this journal. And this is something new that I kind of learned to do myself, and it goes through the signature to the other side, and there is also a fold out letter, so that turned out nice. I'm always chuffed with myself when I come up with an idea on my own. So that is a letter, journaling spot, and another hidden spot there, a couple of bits of ephemera. This is more or less, it's not a bare naked journal, it's kind of semi-naked. It's not decorated the way I normally would, but I wanted to tidy it up, make it look cleaner, and I just felt that my journals were just full of stuff, so I'm trying to ease off a wee bit. This is tracing paper and a little button paper clip and more ephemera. A little letter which I have sealed with my wax seal, so whoever has this journal can break the seal and open the letter if they wish. And this is a kind of Nick the Booksmith inspired pocket where you put in eyelets and it opens up here. You can remove this. It's got a little charm and it's a really big, deep pocket. Just a bit of decoupage here. Nice tea dyed paper. I really have improved my technique thanks to advice from my friend Moira McDonald. You can also check her out on YouTube. This is the other side of the fold out letter, and I've just made it into a kind of money envelope type closure, and that opens out like that so you can journal in it. And I've put in another piece of ephemera. And in here is another shaker tag. I do love these. The last journal that I made for my friend had 2 of these in it, so I poached one. Sorry, Gail, I'm sure you won't mind. I poached one to put it in here, and another piece of ephemera. And this is patterned acetate in this pocket, and it is really lovely. and a little homemade paper clip, and this is an envelope, the book page, plain paper. Oh, don't you just love the sound of glassine bags? Oh, and it's such a lovely colour this time. Another book page. Oh, I love this. Oh, wait till I show you this. This is a wee bit different. This was a sheet from the paper collection which I printed on to vellum. And the idea was that I was going to put it in, it was going to be a lovely page, but then obviously I realised the page had writing on it and it said telegram. And when you looked over the other side, obviously the writing was back to front. So I thought, nah, too much of a perfectionist to add that. So what I did was I cut it down the shape of the owl to make a little vellum pocket, and I'm really chuffed that I actually figured that one out for myself. And this is another piece from the page which I've cut out, and that says telegram, day, night, whatever, I'm not really sure, and a little matching tag backed with tea dyed paper, and that just slides in there. And doesn't that look nice? This is my vellum page, which obviously printed out much nicer. There's beautiful colours in this page, so that's a nice addition, and I've made it slightly smaller because it does warp and bend when you put it in. Here is another little bit of ephemera in this little pocket. Another journaling spot, and I've stuck some burlap and some cheesecloth there. I may put a little charm on there just to finish it off, and a couple of bits of ephemera from the two, I think it's from the two different kits, and a little envelope with another piece, and that's I use this ephemera a lot. It is lovely. There is no getting away from the quality of these kits. Here I've cut down one of the pages to make a pocket, so this is the steam train and some cards there, and graph paper, and it folds out, and the colours here are beautiful and they're all shimmery. That's why I am still using my old tattered disgusting looking cardboard box that I do all my spraying in, because it's picking up all these colours. I'm so sad. And here, this was another piece of vellum paper that I printed one of the pages off of, and the similar idea, there was writing on it, so there's no way I was going to use that as a page. So I cut it down, decoupaged it onto a glassine bag, and it's lovely and thick, and it does have a really nice effect. And I got a new product. This is the Decoupage Antique Glue Sealer. I usually use the ordinary one, but I came across this somewhere, can't remember where, but I really would recommend it, but I had to order it from America. A little pocket. That was supposed to be my usual kind of tri-fold letter bit that comes down, but it was I kind of tried to do it off centre for a wee change, and it didn't work out. It was going to rip, so I made it into a little pocket, and there's some cheesecloth behind it, and some journal, whatever it's called, book paper, and Harry Potter book paper. Beautiful journaling page which I printed onto the tea dyed paper. It's actually more or less, I kind of copied the last book I made, but didn't do it so fancy. Didn't add as much decor, didn't add as much charms, as many charms and things like that. So it is almost identical to the last one. This is actually really cool. I've sat it on top of papers to dry, and it's been sitting on top of the Harry Potter tracing paper, and it's picked up the image of the music paper, and it's kind of pink coloured on the back. Oh, and this is so cool. I need to show you this. I decoupaged a piece of the book page onto here, and then I used one of my Tim Holtz stencils in one of the kind of blue colours, weathered wood maybe, and made a little pocket. So that is a little pocket in there. But it was so nice looking, I didn't want to hide it, so I took the tag out and just left it like that. So that's a nice wee tip for you, to try something like that to make it look more interesting. And there's a pocket on this side. This is kind of antique looking paper, and I've made a little pocket here and trimmed it with lace, but there is a little tag there, and I've done some stamping, folks, yay! Put some stamping on the back. None of the tags have got any trim or ribbon on them yet, and that's because I was waiting on this arriving. Everybody raves about the Tim Holtz Ideology stapler. Yet another item I had to get from America. I am so grateful to be able to get these wonderful things from America, because you can't get them here. And a little paper clip, and I've put a little butterfly on there. I did have dragonflies, but I want to keep them from my Outlander journal, so I put a butterfly on instead. Some old ledger paper, handmade paper from Nepal, and a little journaling spot. Might put a charm here, that's just different bits of lace and cheesecloth. One of the little tags that I poached from my friend's book. She still had 2 left, so I didn't completely rob her of them, but I just needed a wee extra thing to put in this pocket. Look at that tea-dye page. Oh. And another little envelope with some more ephemera. Same sort of stuff that you've seen a million times already in my videos. And here I've made a little envelope which folds down, you know, one of these. That's obviously my latest craze. And my little library tag where I have stamped when I started and when I completed the journal. More stamping. And a little journaling card. I'm really sorry, I was trying to make this quick, but it's ended up just as long as the others. And another ledger page. The other side of the tag, a little glittery lace pocket. Another one of those little envelopes. Some more stenciling, this time onto the tea-dyed card. And some book paper here. And this this is a vellum pocket that I was able to use a sheet of vellum, and I made it into a pocket. This was a Genevieve Designs idea, that she made a page like this with doilies, and with doilies decorating here. She made that for one of her mini albums, and I thought, oh, that's quite nice. And I do like the pocket, but I hate the turnover bit in this because it just gets squashed flat. So if I did it again, I would just cut out a circle there. But the distressings come up really nice. I got the brushed corduroy distressing ink at the weekend. I was lucky enough to go to a craft D-Stash boot sale, car boot sale, and I picked it up, so I've used that in there. And a little tag which has been backed with the tea-dyed paper. And I stick it up high so that it comes out the top of the book. So we've got all of these different things at the top and at the side. It adds to the look, and that's it. And this was gorgeous Skittle paper. It was pink toned, but you can see what you can do with your distressing inks. You can completely change the way a piece of paper looks. And I wished I'd brought out one that hadn't been distressed to show you the difference. So that's it from the side. Really, really pleased. Love this one. I love, love, love it. Couple of little mistakes, more to do with the decoupaging the cover on. I've got a wee air bubble here, but we live and learn, don't we? So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to be back soon, really soon, because I'm just about to shoot another Christmas craft video for you. And I'll say goodbye and cheerio and thanks very much.